Olivia, we're going to sue you for illegal eviction. Great. Tell your lawyer that your friend, who paid no rent and whose name is on 0 legal documents related to this property, was asked to leave after she tried to unilaterally move you in. Let me know how that goes. I could hear Marie yelling in the background, something about me being a toxic monster. Hannah was back on the phone, crying now. I can't believe you did this to me. I have nowhere to go. My friends have nowhere to go. You're making us homeless. That sounds like a problem for the 3 of you to solve together. You seemed pretty confident in your collective decision-making yesterday morning. I'm sure you'll figure it out. But I love you. No, you don't. You love what I provide. There's a difference. You were so convinced of your plan that you didn't even consider my feelings. You just assumed I'd roll over. You miscalculated. I hung up. They've been trying to rally support. A few of our mutual friends have texted me, asking for my side of the story. I sent them a single screenshot of Hannah's text where she told me her friends were moving in and I could sleep on the couch. Most of them have gone silent. I feel a strange mix of numb and resolved. It hurts that 2 years of my life ended like this, but the sheer unadulterated entitlement in their voices, it confirms I did the right thing. This wasn't a partnership, it was a resource to be exploited. The quiet in my house feels like peace. Update 2. It's been an eventful week. The entitlement didn't just knock on the door, it tried to kick it down, both literally and figuratively. 3 days ago, I was working from home when my doorbell rang. I checked the camera, it was Hannah, Olivia, and Marie. Hannah was teary-eyed and looked like she'd been coached. Olivia and Marie stood behind her like stone-faced bodyguards. I answered through the intercom. Can I help you? Jesse, please. Can we just talk face to face? I just want to get my things. Your things are in storage, Hannah. I gave you the key. Some things are missing. My grandmother's locket. You probably stole it. A classic move, accuse me of theft. I calmly replied that I didn't touch her jewelry. I'd instructed the packers to be especially careful with the contents of her vanity, where she kept her jewelry box. I was confident it was safely packed away and inventoried, and I told her as much. The packers are professionals who inventory everything. I'm certain it's all there. Just open the door and let her look, you coward. I'm not opening the door. This is my property, and you are no longer welcome here. This is when Marie decided to try the handle, rattling it violently. Open the damn door, Jesse, or we'll call the cops and tell them you're holding her stuff hostage. I just sighed. Go ahead. I'd love to explain the situation to them. They must have realized it was a losing hand because they eventually left, but not before Marie kicked my front door, leaving a scuff mark. Small, petty, and perfectly in character. The welfare check and the smear campaign. The next day, 2 police officers showed up at my house. My heart hammered for a second, but I kept my cool. They said they'd received a call from a concerned friend who claimed I was unstable and potentially a danger to myself after a bad breakup. I invited them in. I calmly explained the situation, showed them the text messages from Hannah, including the one about me sleeping on the couch, showed them the scuff mark on the door from her friend, and even had the footage from my doorbell camera of them screaming at me. The officers were professional but clearly unimpressed with Hannah's antics. One of them actually sighed and said, "So she tried to move her friends in without your permission, and you changed the locks, and now she's claiming you're unstable." Got it. They apologized for taking my time and left. The attempt to use the authorities to harass me had failed spectacularly, but they weren't done.